Oh my God, I haven't been down here in a minute. Like, it's been 3 months. Like, I've done TikTok videos and then I post them as YouTube shorts. But like a YouTube video, I think the last time was what, The Real Houses of Nairobi. It's like what, 3 months, 2 months ago. So I haven't been here in a minute. I've seen that I've gotten some new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love watching reality shows and then I love talking about them. So basically, we review reality shows down here. Well, I review reality shows down here. And if you disagree, you can always comment, engage, like, dislike, comment, just say anything. It's fine. Engage. There's a new show right now on shout out to Showmax. Shout out to Showmax Tanzania. There's a new show. It's called Milele. Milele is Swahili. It means forever. But for the show Milele, I feel like the correct translation is for life. So we're gonna get into that show. So like, comment, share, subscribe, support a bitch. Support me, bitch. If you've ever watched Marriage Bootcamp, this is it. This is the show. So let me read the description of the show for you guys. Four couples move into a house for a month and try to save their relationships with the help from a psychologist. The couples are ready to work. Hosted by Irene Paul. So the host is Irene Paul. The therapist is Charles Kalungu. And the four couples are Ali and Najma, Yuri and Latifa, Aaron and Joan, and Ivy and Anacletus. I hope I'm saying his name right. Yeah, his name is Anacletus. Anacletus, Ivy and Anacletus, yeah. So those are the four couples. Basically, they're brought into the villa, and of course, every couple has issues. So the therapist makes sure they finds what the issue is, tries to find a solution, and will determine whether. And also, the couples will determine whether they want to stay together after this experiment or not. Like, say they're here for a month, so they have time to see if they want to be together after this. So basically, that is the show. There's some activities they're going to be doing, to help strengthen or help find their flaws. But the first episode was basically introducing them and talking about their troubles. So now let's talk about Ivy and Anacletus first. And by the way, I feel like some of these couples should not live here together. It's the first episode, but I already know some of these couples should not live here together. Anyway, let's start with Ivy and Anacletus. They've been together for 7-8 years. They were like 7-8 years. They have 2 kids. Their issue is Anacletus has an issue with Ivy and says Ivy has anger issues. There was a point Ivy wanted to throw a glass at him. That didn't work out. She saw boiling water. She wanted to throw the boiling water. It didn't work out. Okay, let's just say Anacletus was able to, escape that. I feel like if it gets to a point you feel like you have to harm someone physically, you should exit that relationship. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for that other person. So it doesn't matter, a man or a woman. If it gets to a point you want to harm someone physically, you should exit that relationship, to be honest. Ivy does say that she has anger issues, but the reason she has anger issues is because of the way Anacletus treats her. Anacletus says Anacletus apparently abuses her, and she says she doesn't have a mom or a dad. She's an orphan. So she said Anacletus is the mom, is the dad. No, that's your husband. That's not your mom. That's not your dad. Because if you put that's your mom, that's your dad, you're going to have a very weird bond, and you're not going to be able to leave this man. So you have to remember, this is your husband. You're an individual. This is an individual. Come on now. This is not your mom. This is not your dad. Because she said that she wants him to treat her the way her mom would treat her, her dad would treat her, and that would never happen. She says every time they have an argument or a fight, he never leaves any money for food. And they have 2 kids. But when they're good, then he's going to leave money for food. So with that statement alone, Anacletus is financially abusive. Ivy said that he really insults her. If she's riding a boda, Anacletus acts like she's sleeping with the boda guy, and Ivy's like, that's not how I am. So Ivy says her anger issues are cause of that. But then again, Ivy, like I said, if someone is making you get to a point you want to physically harm them, you should exit the relationship. Because if you do something to him, you end up in jail and he's dead, your kids will be raised by who? And nobody's going to raise your kids the way you want to raise your kids. So you have to think about you and you have to think about the kids sometimes. Ivy says there is a woman who they've been going back and forth with. Like, the woman and Anacletus are together. Well, right now they're not together, but they used to be together. And that woman would call Ivy up and say, listen, if I want your man, I can have him anytime. And the way it sounds, it went on for a while until this woman found someone else. And when she ended up in a different relationship, she texted Ivy and told Ivy, listen, can you tell your man to stop sending me love emojis? Because Ivy said on WhatsApp, Anacletus sends love emojis to this other woman. So this other woman called Ivy and told Ivy, tell your man to stop sending me texts because I'm in a relationship. So this woman respects her relationship, but she doesn't respect your relationship. Anacletus, this other woman respects her relationship and you don't respect your relationship. Ivy just started crying. Ivy seems like she has a lot of heart. Ivy doesn't seem happy at all, but we'll see how that plays out. That was the snippet of what Ivy and Anacletus are going through. But like I said, Ivy, if you feel if someone is making you is getting you to a point that you want to physically harm them, you should exit the relationship, honestly. The second couple is Aaron and Joan. They've been together for 6 years. Their issues is trust issues and finances, and Joan feels like Aaron doesn't consult her when it comes to anything to do with the house or when it comes to anything to do with the relationship. Joan said that Aaron listens to outside, especially men. Yeah, he listens to outside people and he listens to men. And then when he goes there and then I'm a church and he's been told, no, a man should do this, a man should do this. He comes back to the house and gives Joan the same energy. Like, I'm the man of this house. I should do this. I should do this. And Joan gave an example and said that Aaron can come to the house, pack up everything and move out, and then call Joan and tell her, we've moved out. I found another place, so this is where we're living. Like, he does not consult Joan at all. Joan also says that there is a sister-in-law who told Aaron that it's just because we're related. If we were not related, I would have been with you. And they chat, and when they chat, they delete the chats. Now, the sister-in-law is... how can I say, the sister-in-law, her sister is married to Aaron's family. So that's how, they're not blood related, but that's how they're related. So that girl said, if it wasn't for that, me and you would be together. And those two, they chat and they delete their chats. And Aaron says it's okay to delete, because he doesn't want to piss off Joan, so it's okay for him to delete the chat. Make that make sense? Aaron says that Joan rushed the marriage. Like, he wasn't financially stable to get married, because he said he just wanted to, tick off a few boxes before getting married. But Joan was like, no, we will look for while we're together. So Joan kind of rushed it, and I felt like that wasn't fair to Aaron. It wasn't fair to Aaron. But the sister-in-law thing, I don't understand why you're deleting messages. If there is nothing to hide, why are you deleting messages? But that was a snippet of Aaron and Joan. Ali and Najma, they are the couple. So Ali is a model. Najma is a very beautiful lady. Ali being a model, he's been with many girls. The way they were talking. He's been with many girls. And because of his work, he has to work with a lot of women. And sometimes he works with women he's dated, his exes. That's one of the problem with Najma. Ali says that Najma also has anger issues, and Najma says my anger issues are because this man does not listen to me. If I call him, he doesn't pick up. If I text him, he doesn't reply. If I video call him, he doesn't want to pick up. He doesn't want me to know where he is. I have tried to tell this man to tell people that he's married. He doesn't tell people. They had a fight, and she ended up leaving because he couldn't change the status on his Instagram and say that he's married. And when she changed it, he deleted it immediately. I felt like really that's childish. But at the same time, I understand what Najma is saying. And if you have to force a man to say he's with you, is he with you? Is he? So Najma says that's the reason she has anger issues. Ali says the reason that he doesn't want to say that he's married is because of his line of work. It's gonna mess up with his line of work, and that the reason he doesn't pick Najma calls is because he knows Najma will be pissed off if he hears oh, I am doing a shoot with this person and I've dated this person. He knows Najma will be pissed off. So according to him, Najma is just insecure. He's not doing anything wrong. Now, Najma says there was a point he kept getting phone calls. To a point he had to switch off his phone. Najma switched on the phone, dialed who is this calling, hello, and the girl said, hello baby, and Najma was pissed. So Ali says that he hasn't done anything with this woman. It was just in the beginning stages, and Najma was there saying, oh, so I caught it before you guys went any further. And you know the way Najma says it, she was smiling. She was like, oh, so I caught it before you went any further. Like, she's mad, but she's smiling, and you can just tell this woman has forgiven a lot. So like I said, I don't feel like some of these couples should be together. Now the last couple is Yuri and Latifa. Yuri and Latifa, their problem really stems from the fact that Latifa has had 12, when she said this, she said 11 miscarriages, and then he corrected her and told her, you've had 12. There are 12 miscarriages. So Latifa feels like Yuri has changed. Yuri has grown distant. She wants Yuri to support her more. She wants Yuri to be more empathetic. She wants Yuri to be more soft. But she feels like with every miscarriage, Yuri is not the calm person. Yuri is more stressed than her. Yuri is not happy. Yuri explains and says she also needs to understand, yes, it might affect her more, but it's also affecting me. I can't, every miscarriage, I also withdraw. Every miscarriage, I also feel a certain type of way. So Yuri just said, I want her to understand I cannot be the strong one every single time. Now, I kind of see both sides, because you understand Latifa is the one going through the physical aspects of this whole thing. Yuri is going through the emotional and the mental. So remember, Latifa is going the physical, mental, emotional aspects of this whole thing, because she's the one getting pregnant and losing it. And I'm pretty sure it's not easy. It's not easy. Miscarriages are very, very painful. So you can imagine what she's going through. And she just feels like she wants someone who's strong. Latifa, at the same time, Yuri is also hurting. He can't be strong 100%. You gotta give a guy a little break. I don't know. With that one, we have to see how it plays out, because I kind of see both sides with those two. And then the other thing with these two, they say that they were actors. I do feel a part of the reason why they are on this show is kind of, try and, I don't want to say clout chase, but they want to try and help their acting careers. Like they're here for their marriages, but I feel like these two are also here to just boost their acting careers. I don't know. That's what I got it from how they were talking. They say the miscarriages, they've gone to doctors, they've gone to pastors, they've gone to sheikhs. They have used so much money, and now financial problems have started to come up, and that has also been a problem in their marriage. I don't know. My advice to Yuri and Latifa is take a pause in making the baby. Sometimes maybe not stressing yourself and not stressing your bodies, because she said she gets pregnant, the maximum she's ever gone is 3 months. She always loses the baby the first trimester. So I feel like you should take a pause, give your body a rest, because 12 miscarriages are a lot. So they said, they were also arguing, like, are you now using protection? So I feel like those two take a break when it comes to making a baby and see if it will work out. So we'll see how that works out. Basically, those are the 4 couples. It was just an introduction this episode, but next episode, they had an activity, who will get the best room. You know how we roll chapatis and you have to make the chapati round? So that was the activity, and the men were the ones doing it. There's only one man who cooks. 4 couples, only one man who cooks. Yuri, the actors, Yuri is the only one who cooks. So, but they roll the chapatis, and then the question is, with these chapatis, which one represents your situation right now? And everyone just said the chapatis and the life are not perfect. So not the perfect chapati, is just the one that's not, it's not bad, it's not good. So Joan and Aaron ended up winning, so they got the master bedroom. Anyway, but that was episode 1. I cannot wait to see the rest of the episodes. I cannot wait to see. And don't worry, we'll be here down to talk about it. Please remember, like, share, comment, subscribe, support a bitch.